Hello again, this is Vildra. I am back, and lo and behold, I have finally gotten my capture card to work, so I can record from Animal Crossing. And as I have mentioned before, I am planning to get a second Switch and start a new island from scratch, but I haven't gotten that yet, so I thought I'd introduce you to my villagers on my present island that I've been playing since launch day. I think I have 1100 hours invested in this, and here she is, the Vildra. One of the olds found a new recipe here that I'm gonna learn. I thought I'd only make a short introduction to my island and its villagers, because this is not the one I plan to play on the channel. Look, here's Raymond. Hello. And I've given them silly catchphrases. I will play the new island, but I will use some of the progress I've made on this island. Like, for instance, hybrid flowers. I have done that. It took months, and I will not do that again. So I will provide the hybrid flowers and the different breeds of flowers. Also the fruits. You can only get a second fruit from Mystery Island, so you have to trade for the rest. I have also stored some recipes, for instance, for the ironwood furniture, which I like a lot, and for some gold furniture or gold items, and well, other recipes that I like and that it took me a really long time to get. And well, things like that, maybe some furniture and stuff, because I have too much stuff on this island. I play with 3 alts, and I am thinking I may have to get rid of those. I use them mainly because I need more storage and because it's fun to decorate houses. But there might be new things coming in the game. There are rumors about a cafe and a gift shop that goes with the museum, and I've heard others talk about an observatory, and also that there will be vegetable growings going on in the future. I know that the pumpkins will arrive on October 1st. Now this is October 24th, but I am not there yet. I am at 30th of September. I never time traveled the first 6 months or so, 5 or 6 months. But when I added the alts, I realized I hadn't been playing for a while, and I had missed several events. I had missed a bug off, I missed the whole wedding event. So I went back to catch up on stuff that I'd missed. And then I felt, oh my, they changed it so that every weekday there was a rotating schedule for NPCs to visit. And if I didn't enter every day, I wouldn't know when Red was there, I wouldn't know when Celeste was there, and I was trying to find my weather seed so I will know when I need to be on in the evenings, not to miss shooting stars. So I went back to the last state that I had played, and then I tried to sort of play all the days, at least get in so I can give presents to my villagers and meet whatever NPCs there to catch up. And I haven't caught up yet, but tomorrow will be, apart from the pumpkin day and the new update day, which I haven't seen anything about. I haven't watched any videos or anything because I want to see it for the first time when I enter. It is also Raymond's birthday tomorrow. I have a 5-star island, and I've had that for many months, but I am not mainly focusing on building an awesome island. There are so many incredibly skilled players who have made such awesome islands. I want an island that is practical and that has a lot of flowers and that I enjoy running around on. My focus is really the villages. My end game goal is to determine the dream team of villages. And to get there, I need to try them all. Well, I can't try them all. There are more than 400. But I want to befriend them. I want to have their photos. And then I want to rotate them. Now I'm in a sort of a bad situation because out of the 10 villages, I only have amiibo cards for 3 of them, which means that once I let the others move out, I cannot get them back. But if I have a second island where I can sort of rotate them out, I can get them back if I decide they are among my favorites. So that's yet another purpose for a second island. But I thought I'd make this a rather short video to show you my island. You can see the minimap there, down there. I have my residential area in the bottom left corner, along with the shops and where the airport is. I have the museum in the north of that, and next to that I have my orchard, and in the top right corner I have the campsite, and in the south below that I have a plantation of black roses, and I have my stones and my money trees. I have terraformed a bit. There were rivers everywhere. I liked that when I first chose this island, but it got a bit much. I'm standing now at my house, and that was actually an island from the beginning, but I cut off the river there and let it end in a pond and start in a waterfall. And from that circular sort of or oval shaped river, there was another very twirling river going to the waterfall up by the campsite, and by the campsite there was a second pond, so there was water everywhere. And where the orchard is now, there was another cliff or hilltop or whatever you call it, another level that I took out to get a flat big area to plant trees on. You see the pink houses? Those are my alts. They take up a lot of spaces. And also I have below the campsite I have 2 big plantations of flowers, and those are flowers in the colors that I don't have massively filled the island with, because sometimes you get recipes and you want to craft something that requires grown flowers, and then it's a bit annoying to wait for 3 days before you can harvest, and you have to replant all the time. So I have a small supply of regular flowers, and in general I've spread hybrid flowers. I have in my garden here, I have purple flowers of all kinds, and I've allowed them to just expand freely. I used to have a plan for this garden. I had a pool here. My biggest plan for placing my house here was it's between 2 waterfalls, and I'm really fond of waterfalls. I didn't realize I would be able to build waterfalls before, but that's how it is. And up by the campsite I have blue flowers all over. Around the main area where the residents live and where the shops are, there are pink flowers, and along the eastern edge there are white flowers, which aren't hybrids, but still. Later I put in some red flowers here and there. But, well, this is the basic layout anyway. I would like you to meet my villagers. That's what I planned for this short video. I can show them on the map. These are my alts, Lily, Rose and Daisy. And then there is Sherb. Sherb, I've had Sherb for a long time now, and I have his photo, but I'm so fond of him, I just can't let him go. Anka is also a favorite. She is very grumpy and looks grumpy or mean the whole time, but she is so sweet. I really love her. Her I brought in on Amiibo, so she is free to move out as soon as I get a photo. Zucker, he's not one of the new ones that doesn't have an Amiibo card, but I don't have his card. I have many, many cards, I think around 300, but not Zucker's. So, and I had him before, but then he came from a friend, and his house was a mess. And when he wanted to move, I let him go. But I met him again on an island and invited him. And this time he's gonna stay until he gives me his photo, and that's it. But I don't think he will be on my shortlist for the Dream Team, although I like him a lot. Actually, I like all the villagers I've got now. Silvana is one of the new ones. I met her on an island. She doesn't have a card. She is absolutely adorable. I love the squirrels. I'm particularly fond of wolves, cats and squirrels, but I also like the goats and the deer. Not that fond of the sheep actually, but I like Dom. He's the only jock I've liked so far. I'm not fond of the jocks. This is Audie. She's a wolf. I love the wolves. She is Peppy, and Peppy, I had a couple of Peppies at one time, and they're a bit much. It gets almost overwhelming. But I like her a lot. She has beautiful eyes. I think Audie and Whitney, who is Snooty, those are my two favorite female wolves. They have gorgeous eyes, especially Whitney, but also Audie. The other ones don't have that attractive eyes, so I will have them. I will have Sky and Freya and whatever they're called, but I think these two girl wolves, they are very, very possibly on the shortlist. I don't know. And Silvana. And Dom, if I end up with a jock, it will be Dom. I think he's cute. He's been here a little while. And all these three I met on islands. Whitney, I moved in from Amiibo. I was hunting for her Amiibo card forever because I wanted her, and she hasn't disappointed. She is absolutely lovely. Raymond I got by Tactics. I really wanted him, so I made sure I didn't have a smug villager. So eventually, after all sorts of hopeless possibilities appeared, he came to my campsite and I moved him in. Lolly is an adorable creature. She has a card, but I don't have it. I met her on an island and invited her, and she is really cute. And this is Pashmina. Pashmina just moved in a few days ago. I had Fuchsia as my Uchi before her, and when I got her photo, I managed to get the moving bubble moved to her, so I could move Pashmina in. And here you can see the map of the island a bit clearer. I changed one pond and made it heart-shaped. It looks neat-ish on this picture, but it's actually quite a mess here and there. But that is as it is. To further introduce you to my villagers, like I said, I want their photos. That is one of my goals. This is my house. This is my main room, which I'm not very fond of, but I never have time to redo it. Because my aim when I built it was to gather all the lucky items in the main room in case they had to be in the main room. But as you see, I now have my housing trophy, so and I think luck doesn't matter for anything except the the Academy Awards, so I should really get rid of the items I don't particularly want and redo it, but I haven't yet. But here on the wall are the photos of my boys. Sid is in the middle and is one of the ones that don't have cards, that are one of the new characters for this game. I didn't like him though. I don't like his eyes and the way his mouth is on the side, and he was cranky on top of it. So I moved him out the second I got his photo. Hornsby was one of my first 3 villagers. It was him and Annabelle and Fauna, and my starters were Roald and Shari. I hated Roald, so I kicked him as soon as I possibly could. Out of these on this wall, Sherb is a total favorite, but I think also Beardo is. I think maybe I like him even better than both Raymond and Marshall. I don't know. Maybe I do. He is very special. He holds a special place in my heart. These are the girls. Fauna is an absolute favorite, and she was one of my first villagers. I moved her out once, and then I got a friend to take her, so I could take her back. And after much hunting and money spent, I found her amiibo. So when she wanted to move again, I finally let her. Shari, the little monkey, is also incredibly special. I really loved her. She was my closest friend. And I think she is the only monkey I really like. And I think it's because the eyes and how the face is made. Because basically they have the same look, just different coloring and whatnot. But I really like Shari. And I like the way the Uchi talks. But Uchi is a bit like with, well, the Peppy. They have a very distinct way of talking, and they all use the same very particular language. So it gets a bit repetitive having 2 Uchis. So I haven't decided yet which one will be mine. I also had Fuchsia, as you can see there, and for short whiles I've had Sylvia and Sherry, and I have their amiibo, so I will have them again. But right now I have Pashmina, and I like her. I like the goats. Marina and Meringue. Marina I met on an island. Well, I met all the 3 early girls, Shari, Fauna and Annabelle. I met those on islands too. And Flurry. Actually, I met everyone on an island here except Meringue, that I had the amiibo for. But Shari and Fauna are really close to my heart. And Marina and Meringue too. And Poppy. Poppy is absolutely charming. But there's a limit to how many squirrels you can have, I think. And I haven't got any of the wolves up here. I haven't got any Cranky at the moment, as you may have noticed on the list. I moved out Apollo when Raymond came to the campsite. Actually, he came to the campsite on the same day I got Apollo's photo. So that was neat. It took a few restarts before I got Raymond to decide to kick Apollo. But I have several Crankies I want to move in. I just don't have anyone I want to move out. And that I have amiibos for. I have Octavian that I had for a while before, but he decided to move and I let him. But I don't want Octavian now because I already have one octopus, and having more than one they're very unique. It gets too much with 2 octopi. The other favorites I have are Chief and Wolfgang and what's the third? Wolf. Memory lapse. But I already have 2 wolves. Having 3 wolves might be a bit much. I had another smug wolf for a short while, Kyle. He was also really nice. I don't have his card though. But I will need... and I also had 2 smugs at the same time. I had both Beardo and Marshall for a bit. And they got a bit... They were too distinct in what they talk about and how they speak. I don't mind having more than one snooty because they're just sweet. And the normals, they're just sweet. And the lazies, they're also mostly sweet. But those who have very distinct personalities, it gets a bit much when you double those. So I will never have 2 peppies again. I don't think I can handle that. But, well, if I go island hopping for someone else, from someone else moving, and I meet a really adorable peppy, I don't know who it might be, but someone, then okay, I might consider it. But I had Tangy in at the same time as Audie, and they also lived next door to each other, and it was a bit much. And I don't want too Uchi. I had that too. That was too much. And I don't like the jocks at all. So I had 2 crankies. That worked quite okay. And 2 snooties work. And 2 normals. And 2 lazy. But the other 4, no. I thought I'd show you their houses as well. Oh, wrong way. I'm not going to show my house at this point. Maybe in another short video soonish. But I'll take you to the residence area. We'll start from the back, maybe. So, here is Raymond's house. I tried to plant flowers by their houses according to their favorite colors, which you can read up on the wiki. Now, before Raymond, this was Apollo's house, and he only liked black. Raymond likes grey, and there aren't any grey flowers, so he gets to keep the black. This is Dom's house. He likes yellow and red. And exercise, of course, so I got him some equipment. This was Fauna's house, and she likes white and beige. Now, Lolly lives here, but I haven't had time to switch out the flowers. But this is Lolly's house. She likes pink. This is Silvana's house. She likes purple. She has an awesome house. She's not at home right now, I think. No. She has an awesome house with cherry blossom floor and walls. It's so cute. This is Anka's house. Her house is ruined because I gave her a lot of presents, both clothing and furniture, to build friendship before I realized that they have absolutely no sense in or taste when it comes to decoration. I remember being very upset with Fauna because she insisted on putting her mini fridge on top of a stove, which I felt was not the best way to go. And this is Audie's house, and there she is. Hello, Audie. She's being rude. Kupo, that comes from Final Fantasy. I taught them that, and it spreads. This is Pashmina's house. She is new here. She's only been here a few days. The only thing I give my new villagers is something to put on their door, a wreath or a door plate or something. After that, I only give them fruit these days. It takes a little longer to build friendship than with furniture, but their houses don't look like crap. I don't care that much if it's someone I moved in with Amiibo, because then I can always recall them. They don't remember me though, sadly. But for those that I don't have any cards for, those I will have to live with the looks of their houses. This is Sherb's house, and with him I had realized that this was the case. So for him I gave him the same exact cute music player that he already had, and then he just switched that one out, or he I don't know what he did with all, I think I gave him 40 radios or something. At one point I made a mistake because he likes bugs. I gave him one of the stuffed centipedes, the centipede toy, and he put it on the floor immediately. But later I accidentally gave him a flower by misclicking the fruit, so he got that instead now in his house, but otherwise it's intact. He likes blue and light blue. This is Zucker's house. He likes blue as well. He's right next to the nooks. And this is Whitney's house. I love her house. She likes blue. Let's go see her. I accidentally... no, someone else gave her that poncho. And I accidentally gave her the chef's outfit by misclicking. But it's... even if you give them clothes, they insist on putting them up on the walls. I don't like that. She had a lovely winter coat on the wall when she moved in. But she is an amiibo friend, so I will keep her house clean for next time. She is so pretty. Hello. I love her eyes. I have two favorite things with my villagers. I actually spend most of my time with the villagers. One is to have them sing. I can listen to them sing almost forever. Usually I have a music player by the plaza, a pink one, and some microphones. And usually here I put this on shuffle, so it varies. And quite often if I stand here, they drop in one after the other and start singing, and I love listening to them singing. That is one favorite thing. The other is jumping in on their conversations with one another. They are often hilarious, and there's been so many that I wish I could have recorded but failed. I have a yellow airport. Nobody knew, I think, in the beginning that the color of the airport it determines some other colors for items. For me, for instance, it determines that my snack vending machine is black and my lampposts are bronze. But I didn't want a yellow, and I don't think I will settle for an island with a yellow airport next time. Oh, I haven't given her her daily present. Let's give her her present. I didn't... oh shit, I forgot to wrap it. Yeah, you're welcome. Give me some old clothes you don't want anymore. Thank you. Well, this was a very short tour of the villages, or presentation of the villages. I might do a short tour of the island in another video. I will... I think I will end this now, and I'm trying to catch up to today's date, so I will switch to October 1st, and then there'll be news, because the pumpkins and all that, and what's this? Flowing river flowing. Oh, I had Sahara here today. And then I will start with Raymond's birthday party. For birthdays, I nowadays give them a stack of fruit. It can't be the native fruit because that doesn't render you a gift back. I don't particularly want the gifts back, but that is a sign that you get an extra point because they're happy with the gift. Before I tried giving them awesome stuff, I wanted to get rid of Apollo because I had him so long and didn't get his photo. So on his birthday, I gave him a hi-fi stereo for 82k, hoping it would trigger him to give me his photo. It didn't. He gave me a really ugly hat for that. But I will be back soon with Raymond's birthday, and hopefully I will receive a new Switch in not too long, and I can start a new island. I think it's more fun to start new, and I have considered streaming it also because everything takes time in this game, and fitting stuff into a short video means either editing out most of what you do and having to do voiceovers afterwards, and it's not as fun for me, at least. I don't know about anyone who's watching, but I might stream from Animal Crossing now and then. We'll see. First step is to actually get the second Switch. Oh, and here is my favorite. Look how cute she is. Oh, she hasn't gotten her present either. What have I been doing? I thought I had done the daily rounds. And I forgot again. How stupid am I? I'm gonna have a peach right there. That's a loss of a friendship point. I don't want your bathrobe, honey. Okay. Well, I think that is it for this time. So, I'll say goodbye for now, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!